channel. Now, in this live session, I'm going to be talking about this very sensitive subject for some people, but I think it's important that we discuss it out or we talk about it today because I've heard this from other people also. And whenever I hear it, it's like a solid complaint. So, yesterday I had shared a letter which is called Twinflame Divine Writes a Letter to Self. Here, the merged twin flame is being talked about, and the divine masculine polarized and divine feminine polarized is having this conversation with the merged energy. So, I have been saying this again and again, and I'll say it again, guys and girls. It's very important that you understand it. All this confusion is happening on this planet about the twin flame journey because many teachers and many preachers have romanticized it. That is a big mistake everyone is doing. And I'm so sure that they may not also be so happy in their romantic situations. But because they have romanticized it, and most people want to see a couple talking to you all the time about twin flames, it becomes like for a lot of people a big challenge who are not in that situation. Now, obviously, when you look at my videos, one of my students asked me this question uh, 2 days back only. What's your opinion about couplehood or relationships and this and that? See, I come from India, and yes, I've been a part of the Western world also because India is also quite modernized and westernized. But here we do take marriage a bit seriously. We don't have the concept of baby mamas or baby daddies, or we don't have yet the validation of live-in relationships are not considered as legal relationships or legal marriage relationships. Things are still very different. Same-sex marriages are also not legal here. So according to me, either you are single or you are married. If you're in a relationship with someone, if it's a long term relationship also, personally I have seen that a lot of people, there's one mosquito who's just going from this, like just walking this, crossing the street like this, one two one two. So there are so many relationships nowadays, especially in my childhood, we didn't hear about divorces. I still remember we were very young, and once one of my father's friend had come to my house, and everybody was talking about that friend of my father. And oh my god, this mosquito is like literally dancing in front of me. I don't know why. So this person, when he came over there, everybody was talking about him very quietly. Like everyone was gossiping or talking, so there were other people also. And once he left, I don't know why, but I just happened to ask my father and my mother, who was this uncle and why was he so weird? Like, what was wrong with him? So, my mom said that he is separated from his wife. He was not even divorced, by the way. He was separated, just separated. They were having some argument and living away from each other. And in his energy body you could sense it that something is wrong with him, or he's just so unhappy and dissatisfied. So nevertheless, that was my impression, that usually people are not in separation. Once they get married, it's for life. I come from that type of childhood where we never saw, I never saw a single person who was divorced. I mean, it's crazy to think like that. And everybody was with each other, no matter how much the couples would fight or how much they would crib about each other or how many differences they had, but most people were together. So yes, we did see that people were somehow pulling through their relationship. That was the one thing which was very common, and which is also the reason why the next generation, which is our generation, everybody, be it my uncle, my auntie, especially the females, they have all married very late. And trust me, some of you might not even believe it, but all of them found literally the perfect partners. Because I, being someone who's healing other people for relationships and therapies and marriages and how to get out of divorces, teaching people metaphysics, talking to them, counseling. Like I'm counseling all types of people, same sex people who are in relationship, divorced people, married people, single people. I'm working with everybody and in all age groups. All age groups. From teenagers to people who are in 70s and 80s also. I'm working with all of them. So I am seeing a wide variety of people. And these are very authentic people who are in twin flame journey. Because they understand twin flame like others don't. Because most people actually think that twin flame is a very romantic concept where the truth is it's not. It's a very scientific and very spiritual journey. And once I got this download, when I was asking that who are the right people to represent this world of twin flame to others. So I was given Radha Krishna, Sita Ram, and Shiva Parvati, their stories, give it to the world. And in 2009 I wrote this book, so I can very, with a strong face I can say this, or with a strong energy I can say this, that when I wrote the book about twin flames in 2009, at that point in time, half of the people that you see today who are preaching about twin flame did not even exist on YouTube or anywhere else. People didn't even know what twin flame is. What is twin flame? If I would say twin flame, they would say, what is twin flame? Or what is an ultimate soulmate? There is no such thing. They had not heard about it. They had definitely heard the term soulmate because it's very old. In fact, soulmate is not also very old. It comes from the time of our grandparents actually. So, my dear friends, in this particular live session that I'm doing, I want to share a comment. And I want to share this comment for a very specific reason, because I get these type of comments on and off. Okay. So it's nothing against this person. There are many people who write these type of things. Like out of, you say, 10 or 20 people who are doing actual inner work, who understand what twin flame world is all about, what this journey is all about, they understand, they know that I'm going through something very interesting. There are days when it goes haywire, but there are days when it's fine, when you feel very, grateful, and you feel very happy, you feel life is beautiful and things like that. You understand things better. So somebody wrote under that letter is about merge twin flame energy. So yes, why I want to talk about it, one more point. Many people think that being twin flame means either you are a divine masculine or you are a divine feminine, but that is wrong. Wrong information. Or you can say it is 50% correct, 50% this information is not correct. And when we make channelings and when we make videos or we make content keeping in mind everybody. We don't make content only for one person who's like, I am twin flame. No. We are making it specially for people who consider or who are assuming that they are only divine masculine or only divine feminine. Please understand this point. If you meet a man, who has got the twin flame energy, I can give it to you in writing because I have many tools, many tools to check whether person is twin flame energy or not. That man will never be so masculine. And if you meet a woman who has the twin flame energy, she will never be so feminine. And this is the biggest reason why these people are suffering, because the world is not seeing them because of who they are within as the soul or as the energy. The world is looking at them as the body. So they have a lot of problems. A man who's so nurturing, so caring, so giving. Like I have Khalid Osset over here. He has 200 plants. I have Niels Jindal over here. She is also doing a lot of good things. Healing, therapy, yoga, a lot of other things she spoke. And these two people have never taken a personal session with me. But I know their energy so well. How? How is it possible? Because I see what they write on a regular basis. I see, okay, this is a woman who has got a twin flame energy, but she's got very strong masculine energy. And Khalid, he's a man with a twin flame energy, but he's got very strong feminine energy. But from the worldly world perspective, they will not understand these two people like that. And that's why they have so much problem. So, twin flames have both masculine and feminine energy. First, you will be a polarized masculine or a polarized feminine. Then you will be polarized the opposite of it. Then you will be masculine, feminine. Like it will be like a cycle. It will be like a phase. There are many cycles and there are many phases. Thank you, Niels, Manpreet. So, the whole idea is if you are going to be stuck with this thought that you're only the masculine energy or only the feminine energy, you cannot heal so fast. You will be stuck. You will keep thinking that I am the feminine and somebody is my masculine, or I am the masculine and somebody is my feminine. Twin flame means twin flame, both the flames, both the energies. Okay, and I'm not frustrated or irritated with people who are in those energies, because this is how it works. It's not their fault. For a long time people will think that they are either only the masculine or either only the feminine, because the world is seeing them like that, and the programming is telling them, hey, you are born in a woman's body, you are a woman. You are born in a man's body, you are a man, you are masculine. Okay, so let me read this comment now. What is the satisfaction of life if somebody has lost the most 10 beautiful youngness year alone or meeting spiritual narcissist? 10 beautiful youngness year alone means maybe this person feels that they were very young and they lost those 10 years when they were so young and attractive and sexy and this and that. Trust me, I know people who are 50 or 60 years old and they can beat anyone to competition in competition who's 20 or 30 years old. I know those people. So age has got nothing to do with youth. I also know people who are in their 20s and 30s and they look much older than their age, much older, much boring, much more depressed, like they don't have any youthful energy. Okay, so what is returning one who had to mature? So obviously the English is not that great, but I like the honesty of this person. But I also want to reply to this person in a very real manner, because somebody has to speak this stuff out. Okay, most people will not. Most people just want views, and most people just want subscribers to increase, or they want people to love them. Most people want to create a cult of twin flames, like they become the god and goddesses in the twin flame cult. I don't want to be the goddess of the twin flame cult. We are all gods and goddesses in our own right, and we all have the god and goddess energy. You are a god, you are a goddess, everybody is a god, everybody is a goddess. A plant has god energy, an animal has god energy. We all have this energy, okay? But nobody has to like say it, announce it like, hey, I am Jesus Christ reborn, or I am this and that God reborn. You know what? Look at me. You are also an energy, and energetically, if you ascend, you will reach the stage of your God energy. And you know what? God energy is still below. There are many other types of energies which are above, ahead of God energy. So think about it like that. Okay, so I'll read this comment without any break now. What is the satisfaction of life if somebody has lost the 10 most beautiful youngness years alone or meeting spiritual narcissist? So what it's returning? One who had to mature. So what is it? I mean, the journey is returning to the one who has to mature. Nobody give this years back when I should be happy and have love and family. Don't you dare to tell peoples to wait for twin flame toxic. It's exist. I don't know if someone has written this purposely, all these spelling mistakes, or is it really someone writes like this? I'm not sure. It's exist soulmates, people who are ready for love. This, what you say, it's an excuse for building the love and sex with other people cause the masculine have choose that. There he had the manhood and the courage to know what to do. But in this side, they give immatureness. Hello, they have to assume and to face it in front of themselves and God. First of all, my dear person or anyone who resonates with this type of emotion, I have a question. Did someone force you to wait for that man for 10 years or that woman? I mean, for those who are waiting for a woman, did someone put a gun on your head like this and said, please wait for this person for 10 years, 20 years, 5 years, 3 years, 4 years? Did anyone put you in a contract like, hey, I'm putting you in a contract, you have to wait for me for 5 years till I come back to you? Nobody. Nobody forces anyone to wait for them. You are waiting for that person because you want to, because you feel like waiting for that person. Nobody is telling you, nobody is asking you, wait for someone 10 years. In fact, I have said it personally in so many videos, don't wait for anyone. Why you have to wait for anyone? I mean, I can go so deep into this subject. This can turn into like a 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour session also about waiting, not waiting, why to wait, why not to wait. I'll tell you today, don't wait. Live your life in the present moment. If anyone is meant to meet you, even if you don't plan it, you'll meet them. Even if that person doesn't want to see your face, they'll have to see your face. If it's written, if it's written, if it's written, it will happen. If it's not written, it will not happen, no matter how much you try. So, why waste your beautiful, precious energy waiting for someone who doesn't even remember you, who doesn't care for you? And not only that, give them the label of Twin Flames, the big brand label of Twin Flames. Do you even know what Twin Flame label is? Or do you know what a star seed is? Do you know what an ascensioner is? Most people don't want to know that. They get so angry. Your twin flame is not coming back. Your twin flame is coming back. They go like, oh, twin flame. Don't talk about my twin flame. I've been waiting for 10 years or 8 years or 7 years. I don't want to know about this. Okay, who's asking you to wait for them? That is my simple question, humble question I'm asking everybody who is waiting. And then also angry, and then also upset that my 10 years have gone wasted, my youth has gone, my javani has gone, my budhapa is coming. Who is telling you to waste your youth? If you have options, so I'm going to say this to all those people who say these type of things. In fact, this is what I replied also, that no one forced you to do it. Did someone walk up to you asking you to do so, and you did it with your own wish and will? And I just want to say that if you actually have so many great options around you, if so many people are just falling on the fallen people, like you have fallen angels, you have fallen men or fallen women. I mean, some people actually have that. Some people actually have so many options around them, but they don't want to do it. I mean, I don't want to boast about something, but yes, you can have many options. You can have 4 options, 5 options. You can think in your head, can I marry this person, or can I marry that person, or can I live my whole life with this person, can I date this person? You can think like that. But if you don't choose those options, anyone or anything, and 5 years have gone by and you're chilling, suddenly after 6 years or 5 years you say, oh, I wasted my time, I did not make that choice, I should have gotten married, or I should have been with that person, my youth is going, my beauty is going, I'm so handsome, all my looks are going. So my dear friends, it is fun. I mean, I have so many conversations with myself. This is one big reason I cannot live with other people and I need a big space, because I talk a lot to my own self and I make a lot of jokes, and I laugh at my own jokes, and sometimes those jokes are so hilarious, and then half an hour later I have to think, what was that joke that I was laughing on? Life goes on like that. So some people are alone by choice, some people are married by their own choice, some people, yeah, even the same thing happens with some married people also. They come to me and they complain, like, I got married to this person, my life is a living hell, it's a living nightmare, I'm getting tortured every day. So I ask them, Why are you with that person? If that person is so horrible, if you're so unhappy, you know, why? Why? Who's forcing you to be with that person? Same is with twin flame journey. If you cannot do twin flame ascension, if you cannot deal with all of this, then leave it. Walk out. Walk away. Don't turn around. Don't look at it again. Really, if you have options, really, if in those last 10 years someone actually loved you for real, then call that person up. Say, hey, you were in love with me, right? Okay, I know that 10 years have gone by, but are you still willing to be with me? I'm sure you should be because you said you love me. 10 years later, also, you should love me, right? Ask them that question if there is anyone. So stop looking at all the couple hood. There's a spider. Wow. Where is it? It just fell down. So spider in the middle of a channeling. And this is the second time a spider fell on me from nowhere during a live session like this. It kind of gives me a sign because spider denotes number 8. Number 8 denotes infinity. So whatever we are discussing today, this is not happening by chance, Say for example, I spent 3 years talking to people like you, and after 3 years I say, oh, what the hell, I wasted my 3 years. All those people, they were so annoying, they took away my energy. I have nothing left now. Do you think it will suit me? Do you think it will be nice to say? No. I mean, whatever is happening, it's happening because of God and God's wish and will. You as a twin flame, or you as a star seed, or you as a whatever light worker, ascensioner, you have to accept it. And this is why we are here. We have to accept who we are so that we can accept who we are even after we die. I mean, if you cannot accept yourself when you're alive, how are you going to accept yourself when you're gone? When you're in the other dimension, when you've crossed over? And you will cross over. We all cross over. Death is the biggest truth. If you are getting confused, think about death. Think how it makes you feel. Like when I think about death, honestly, I feel I just want to be ready for it. Like whenever it happens, whenever my time is written, whenever it's my time to go, I should leave with a smile on my face. I should have no worries whatsoever. But do you think it would be easy? Is it an easy thing to achieve? Because this year only, for the first time in my life, I was admitted to an emergency room, an ER, and I thought I'm getting a heart attack. And this is happening, I think, the third time or second time in the same year, in 2023. So God is asking me, or God is making me see that when you actually feel or believe that this is your time to die, what is the thought in your head? What are you thinking at that time? Usually, if you're a mission oriented person, if you're a giver, you will think about all those people you take care of. You will be like, God, I'm going away. Please take care of them. Because if I'm gone, I don't know who's going to take care of them. And that was my very emotional moment. And I feel it even now. But then later on, I thought that everything is usually taken care of. Like when my father passed away, it felt like life would be so difficult after this. But we are still here. We are doing things. We are living. So people come and people go. Nothing stops on planet Earth. Nothing stops. So if nothing is stopping, even when people are dying, your loved ones, when they die, then too life doesn't stop. Then why should life stop if someone stops talking to you, or someone is not interested in you, or someone doesn't want to date you? Like why is dating or a relationship and all of that so important? Maybe this is the reason why I still haven't gotten married, because for me, marriage is never been that big a deal. I mean, I've already told my family members that I can never do a fancy wedding because I cannot understand why people waste so much money doing fancy weddings. But I did dance in my brother's and my sister's wedding. It was, from my standpoint, it was a fancy wedding. Both of them had a fancy wedding. Because we need to live a balanced life. Just because we don't like something, we don't believe in something, doesn't mean we'll start depressing the whole world around us wherever we go. Okay? So, my dear friends, I want to say this once again to all of you lovely, beautiful, wonderful people. If you are sad because somebody is wasting your time, your precious time, why are you allowing that person to do that to you? Why? Why, my darling? Why? Are they forcing you? If they are forcing you, then we need to see how they are forcing you. What are the efforts they are making to force you? You know? Plus, life is so beautiful. I mean, enjoy. There are bad days, good days. There are bad hair days. There are good hair days. It totally depends on your perception. Like when I said there are bad hair days, some of you might be thinking, oh, she must be having a bad hair day today. But the moment I said there are good hair days, you might be thinking, oh, she's having good hair day. So it's all in your perception. It's all in your mind. It's how you think. Okay. You can complain to God. Complain to God. God, why? Why are you doing this to me? Ask God. Even God will say, I'm not making you do anything. You're doing it yourself. Don't do it. Leave. You know. And imagine waiting for someone while you're living in your own world. And they're not even aware about you waiting about them. So all those people who are waiting, at least call that person up and tell that person, hey, do you know that I'm waiting for you? The last 4 years, 3 years. I mean, there was a time I used to think one of my ex is my twin flame. Okay. But now all of them talk to me. All of them have called me. All of them have told me they love me. They want to be with me or they want to meet me. Like in some way or the other, they have kind of made the effort to communicate with me, to talk to me. They contact me and they are nice. They're all of them are nice. They were nice even then also maybe. But things did not work out because they were not written in the stars. As simple as that. Because I have actually reached many points in my life where I was literally thinking that I'm gonna get married soon, but I was not happy with that thought, and that itself changed my mind. Like, why am I not happy? I should be happy, right? I should be like, wow, I'm getting married. But every time I used to think about marriage, I used to get depressed and scared. She'd be like, oh, I'm not ready yet. I'm so not ready. So, with all due respects to all the relationships that did not work out for you, even those you dated for some time. See, because I know some people think relationship means having sex with someone or relationship means doing this, doing that. It's not the same for everyone. Not every relationship is the same. In some relationships, you might be dating a person, like you might have gone on 20 dates, but you've just held your hand with them, but it is still very intense for you and it does not work out, and for some reason, for whatever xyz reason, it doesn't work out, and you go like, oh, it didn't work out. So there are different varieties of relationships. There are even relationships where you like someone a lot. For example, you see a person, you meet a person, you just keep meeting them randomly at this party or that party, and every time you see that person, you're so happy, your eyes light up, your face is shining, and you're just looking at them, going there, or maybe they're also doing the same. You're drinking water and you're just talking on the phone, but every time you turn around and look and you see them looking at you, and you go like, okay, so this person is constantly looking at you. Wherever you are, you go out, they're looking at you, you're inside, they're looking at you, you're outside the bathroom, like getting frustrated, you have to pee, but they're looking at you. So that somebody likes you, and this goes on for a long time. Do you think that's not a relationship? Do you think there is no emotion involved in those relationships where somebody is just happy to catch a glimpse of you, and this goes on for a number of years, right? What if those relationships also don't work out, or those situations don't work out? What are you going to do? Or what are they going to do? My point is, remember everyone, the good things about them, and thank them for helping you grow as a person. I mean, this is the best way to have no bitterness, because bitterness ain't gonna make you happy. Okay? Bitterness, American accent. comes out on and off. So bitterness is not a good emotion to feel. And I'm telling you, I got a lot of people in my life. This is my personal experience. I'm talking about my personal experiences today. It's a day of personal experiences. I have so many people in my life with whom I fight all the time. Like fighting is normal. Fighting, arguing, having differences, making faces at them. But you love them. You love them. They cannot leave you. You cannot leave them. You can't get rid of them. They can't get rid of you, even if they want to, or even if you want to. You have to face them. You have to see them. You know, those people, God has written in your destiny that you have to spend time with them. But there are also those people God has not written in your whatever chart that you're gonna spend time with them, so much time with them. You should not be bitter about that. You should just wish well for them, forgive them, wish well for them, be happy for them, and say bye. And sometimes they come back to you, and they may be in very complicated situations, like they could be married to someone or they could be dating someone. But every time they look at you, they still go like, oh, I wish I could be with this one. And they still have like contact with you or they are in touch with you. So ask them, what makes you think that I would be okay to do this with you? Ask them this question. They will give you some answer. Because sometimes a lot of people just accept other people in their life because they feel lonely. They feel nobody loves them, nobody is there for them. So might as well accept the breadcrumbs. Might as well take this, whatever I'm getting. Something is better than nothing. You must have heard this, right? Something is better than nothing, so let me take that something. But you don't deserve that. You deserve a lot more. And if you are getting bored waiting, like I'm not getting something also, and I'm not getting nothing also, and I'm not getting anything also, right? Then ask yourself, because in today's world there is Tinder, there is Truly Deeply Madly, there is I don't know, 100 websites like that, or dating apps like that, Bumble, this that. You can create an ID, an account right now as we talk. By the time this live is over, you might have also created an account and added few people, swiped here and there, so you can do that. It's so easy these days. But do you want that? You don't want that. Keep a hand on your heart. You know you don't want that. There are 100 ways to find people, but you don't want to get your ass over there because you don't want that. If you want that, then do it. Who is stopping you? Who is stopping you? These are the questions you need to ask yourself on a serious note. Although life should not be so serious, I mean, discipline is very important and cleanliness is very important. In couple of few posts, I have been saying that cleanliness is very important. Decluttering is very important. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Why? Because all the people who are suffering, please look around you. You got some clutter. You know that. I am 100% sure you got clutter in your house. You got clutter in your house. You got a lot of things that you've kept with yourself. If especially you're waiting for people for that long, you've kept a lot of things in your house that you don't even need. Maybe check your bed box, check your old almirahs, check your storage units, check wherever you can and give it away. Declutter, organize, clean. You'll love it after that. And you would be shocked to see that so much of your blocked energy will be out after that. Give away whatever you don't need and throw the trash. Why are you collecting so much trash? Yeah? Like for what? For who? None of this, any of this, you're looking around that painting board, this t-shirt. I mean, we're gonna go naked. Imagine when we die, we burn naked, or whatever the procedure is, bury or burn or whatever. So we go naked, we come naked, we go naked, and we come like this with our hands like this. Babies' hands are usually like this, but when we leave, we are like this. I mean, some people might be clutching onto something, I don't know. But usually that's the saying. I don't go and see everybody's hands. I just heard this somewhere. But definitely we come naked and we go naked. That one is for sure. You know? So yeah, we don't even take our bodies, the body that we love so much, we can't even take it. Because this body is actually our tool. It is also one of the spiritual modalities. It is also one of the tools to help us navigate through all of these realities. So if somebody is telling you that, or you think for yourself that you are just the divine masculine or just the divine feminine, no, that's not true. You could be experiencing a certain part of you working like that. I mean, yes, the idea is to accept your masculinity and your femininity. Say if I am a woman, okay, but I also do a lot of these things. I used to. So I was checking my horoscope. Sometimes horoscope can give you horror also. So I was checking my horoscope and I was checking and I was like, oh my God, I got masculine energy. I didn't even know that. For so many years, I didn't know that. And I was like, that explains everything. That explains my need to earn. That explains my need to provide. That explains my need to do mission work. That explains so many things, that I've been doing. Independence, being acting like a dude, being tomboyish. But then God gave me this feminine body, and that too such a extremely feminine face and feminine body. So everybody who looks at me, they will think that I'm a very, 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 very feminine person. I am the divine feminine. But when you look at my chart and you look at my planetary positions and you look at all of those things, there is everywhere there are two strong energies. Even when I look at my Jupiter and I look at all the benevolent planets and I look at all the other strong planets, materialistic planets, even there also there's like a war. So there's Venus is very strong and Jupiter is very strong. Now let's have a party. So this must be the case with all of you also. A lot of you could be going through the same situation. You could be thinking on certain days that you're very feminine, and on certain days you must be thinking that you're very masculine. So you need to combine these two polar opposite energies and you need to bring it in together. And I know that in this community, a lot of people are getting into merged energies since 2021. Because 2020, a lot of people were just too confused and they were awakening. They were like just waking up, or they were going somewhere in their journey. So they were like, oh my God, I don't know what's happening to me. It's crazy. I feel weird. I mean, something is shifting. But 21, 22, and now 23, things are shaping up for you. So obviously now you are entering the actual phase of becoming a twin flame. What is twin flame? Twin flame is not a person. That is my twin flame. This is my twin flame. And this is the reason why so many people who thought 6 years back somebody is the twin flame now tell me that I don't even want to talk to that person because I just don't like that person. That was the shittiest person ever. Why? Like 6 years back, you were worshipping that person, he was or she was on a pedestal. What happened now? Now you don't even want that person around you. This is because at that time you were using one of your polarized energies. And we play this game our whole lives. But we don't know what to do and where to use this energy properly. Like what to do, as in, there are some places where you need to be masculine, there are some places where you need to be feminine. There are places where you need to be sweet and nurturing and be like, hello, sit down. And there are some places where you have to be like, you have to look for the logic, you have to look for the common sense. In some places, you have to be very emotional. Like when I play music, I'm very emotional. When I'm creating something, I'm quite, different. But when I'm growing something, or I'm taking my animals to hospital, or I'm doing some other work, then I cannot be so dainty darling, you know damsel in distress. In fact, there are days when I'm very sweet, like I talk so sweetly, and I know I'm saying all this, all of you can relate with it. And there are days when I'm just loud as hell. All of you relate with it. You know why? Because you all go through it. But it's just that you don't know why this is happening to you. And this is not my first video where I'm talking about it, guys. I've spoken about it so many times. But now I think I'm going to have to make a little more effort to do this. And so those who are swimming somewhere in the river, please swim a bit faster so that you can come to the shore, because the shore is where, the seashore is where we are selling the seashells, right? So you got everything here on the seashore for you. You got a shack, you got a nice place, you got bonfire, you got all your favorite things, you got to paint over there, you got some animal companions, like everything is there. You can rest, you can relax. And once you're rejuvenated, then go back into water. We are not saying you just stay on the shore. No. This journey is like that. You got to do everything as per your time, as per it, whatever is written. And God does not want us to become lazy, because we are all getting like proper practice for the time that we'll die, because this is your last life on planet Earth. You cannot make any mistakes. You cannot be like, at the time of death you're not ready yet. You're like, oh God, this is, I know this is my last life, but I think I need some more practice. Can I go back and practice? That's not how it's gonna work. Because you are the one, your higher self decided that this is your last life and you better learn everything, so that when you're dying, you don't think it's a demotion, you think it's a promotion. You're getting promoted. You should be actually looking forward to death. You should be like, oh my God, I'm dying. Like, this is so cool. Finally, I'm not telling you guys to die right now. Please don't take it too seriously. All I'm saying is that when it's your time, you should be ready, you should be happy, you should be relaxed, and you should be completely 100% surrendered. Because a lot of you would be in mission work, a lot of you people would be doing really cool things. I think you're already doing a lot of cool things, or God is like kind of shaping you up to do those cool things that you're born to do. So you might have that feeling like, who's going to do it when I'm gone? So I feel for twin flames, that is not their worry, because they will do whatever they're here to do. And twin flame, star seeds, they're all same. Okay, star seeds and twin flame, the only difference is the age difference, because they're probably born a decade later, than their twin flame partnership. Most of you twin flames will end up with a star seed companion, because star seeds bring in the fresh energy, they have less trauma, they also have a lot of things to deal with, but they have a different set of ideas and you have a different set of ideas, and they match with the energy. And once again, as I'm saying these things, don't get confused. Look at Shiva and Parvati, look at Sita and Ram, and look at Radha and Krishna. They are three different types of relationship dynamics. Sita and Ram married, had two children, two boys, but they had their own time frame of being away from each other and being with each other. And they also defied a lot of rules of the society. Like Sita ji got pregnant when she was 44. She gave birth when she was 44. In today's world, it is not seen that commonly, or they say, oh, it's too late for you to give birth at that time, it's too late. Or they have some weird notions about childbirth or child this, or how to raise your children, or you should raise the children at this age or that age. And still, no matter what parents do, children can never be happy with what the parents have done. And similarly, a lot of parents can never be happy, no matter how great the child is, how loving the child is, they cannot be happy. This is a societal flaw, and this is there because of narcissism. So we need to heal the narcissism from us also. We also have those narcissistic flaws and problems, by the way. So I hope this session is helpful. 43 minutes have passed by, and I hope whosoever listens to these pearls of wisdom that I'm giving to you guys, that I'm literally giving to you on this platform, hope you pick them up and you make the most out of it. And when life gives you a banana, just eat it up, man. Always eat it up. Or when life throws lemons at you, make lemonades out of it, or make lemon pickle out of it. Do something with it. I mean, it's not too bad to get lemons from life. I mean, a lot of people say life is giving me lemons, but I feel, why lemons are not so bad actually. You can make a lemon cooler, you can make a lemon drink, you can make a mojito out of it, or you can make pickle out of it, or you can just put it on your salad. It's very good for skin also. So life is already giving us great things, but we don't want to see them as great things. We want to look at lemon as if it's something really bad. Thank God it's lemon only. It's not something else. Thank God life is not throwing something else, which I don't want to name right now. I mean, I can say a lot of things, guys. You know my sense of humor, how it is. So, yes, my dear beautiful people with blended energies, my dear twin flames with both masculine and feminine energies. I hope you guys have reached to that point, a lot of you. I hope you're doing that. It's not easy. It's not happening. It's not gonna happen in a day. Okay, don't expect it to happen in one day. It's gonna take some time, and that time can be a long time also. But it is fun, trust me. Once you just forget about all these fears and all these, oh my god, my age, my gender, my body, my caste, my creed, my this, my that. Once you forget all these things which come from the worldly world, the labels that have they've just, you know, pasted over your body, once those things are gone, you're gonna have a blast, trust me. And if you're not gonna have a blast, then also it's okay. Yeah, I mean, take it like a trip, like a bad trip. You know, people are so okay when they get a bad trip from alcohol or something else they did, you know, but they are not okay to have a bad trip on a certain day. I mean, bad trips also end and good trips also end, right? So yes, I will see you soon in another one, and I will do a live I'll start doing more of live channelings now, because it's easy. I don't like to edit so much. I mean, we can do it like this also, so we'll do it. Bad trip with some lemon pie. Lemon. Okay, the chat is gone. Anyway, so I will see you soon in another one. Mwah, mwah, mwah. One love. Peace out. And Jai Shri Ram. See you soon. There are no byes. See you soon.